You're actually driving on the wrong side of the road. Just stay left. This is a two-way street. So just keep to the left a bit. You have to wait until those cars go first. Just keep your foot on the brake for me, please. Yep. Just keep left here. In today's mock driving test, Pradeep will be driving around Greenslopes area. He's preparing for his upcoming practical driving test and wants to compare his performance with the previous mock driving test we did together. If this is your first time on our channel, consider subscribing for more driving related videos. So basically with the mock test, there will be maybe like 3 sections. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions about the car, and then we're gonna drive. That's the main one, and then I'll probably ask you 2 or 3 maneuvers. Can you show me where the demisters are in this car? At the start of the mock test, I asked Pradeep some pre-test questions, and he answers all the questions correctly.
Yeah, this front and rear.
Okay, that's fine. And where is the hazard light?
This one.
Okay, that's fine. Tell me how you adjust the side mirrors.
From this.
Yep, that's fine. Okay, so whenever you're ready, we're gonna go straight ahead. We're gonna be taking the first road on the left.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Chris, I have no idea where the hand is.
Sorry?
Where the hand? I have no idea.
This car doesn't have a handbrake.
Oh, okay. So can I start?
Yeah, we'll start when you're ready.
Okay, right.
Yeah, go when you're ready, please.
Pradeep moves off very well, carries out the necessary observations, and also uses the correct indicator.
Take the first road on your left.
About 20 seconds after starting this mock driving test, Pradeep is driving on the wrong side of the road, and I had to ask him to keep to the left. This is a critical driving error and probably not a good start.
At the end of the road, turn left. You are actually driving on the wrong side of the road. Just stay left. This is a two-way street. So just keep to the left a bit. You can go left.
When turning left, it's important that we position our vehicle closer to the left-hand side. Pradeep position in the middle, which is a non-critical driving error.
At the traffic lights, turn left.
Correct lane choice for turning left. This left lane is about to end, and Pradeep does well to recognize that he needs to merge to the middle lane. I asked Pradeep to change to the right lane, and he does a good lane change.
When safe to do so, change to the right lane. And
then at the traffic lights, turn right please. Turn right at the traffic lights.
Correct lane choice for turning right. After switching to the turning lane, Pradeep switches off the indicator. This is a non-critical driving error.
Coming up, turn right.
Well done giving way to this oncoming vehicle. Also, Pradeep does a good right turn.
Turn left.
This road?
Yep.
Good observations before turning left.
Okay, I would like you to pull over. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can turn around the car. When you're ready, turn around the car.
I ask Pradeep to turn around the car and he does a very good 3-point turn.
At the end of the road, turn right.
Well done leaving a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles. At this intersection, Pradeep does a good right turn.
And then you can turn right again.
Here also, Pradeep does well to wait for this oncoming vehicle and also does a good right turn.
So you can continue all the way to the crossroad. When you get to the crossroad, make a U-turn. At the crossroad, make a U-turn. So this crossroad here, make a U-turn.
When making a U-turn at an intersection, we have to indicate early so that vehicles behind us understand what we are trying to do. Pradeep puts on his indicator a little bit late, which is a non-critical driving error.
At the end of the road, turn right.
Again, Pradeep does well to leave enough space between our vehicle and parked vehicles. He also does a good right turn.
At the end of the road, turn right.
Well done stopping at this stop sign. Also, Pradeep does a good right turn.
At the traffic lights, turn right.
Correct lane choice for turning right. Also, Pradeep does a good right turn.
At the traffic lights, turn right.
Correct lane choice for turning right. When two lanes form one lane, we have to check the left-hand side. Pradeep does not check, which is a non-critical driving error. Here we have a situation where there are vehicles parked on both sides. Pradeep does well to reduce the speed.
At the traffic lights, turn right.
Correct lane choice for turning right. Also, Pradeep does a good right turn. Here we have another Form 1 lane situation and Pradeep does not check to the left. This is a non-critical driving error. Well done adjusting the speed when approaching a bend.
At the roundabout, turn right, take the second exit. So turn right, second exit.
At this roundabout, Pradeep does well and uses the correct indicator when entering and also leaving the roundabout.
So there is a road coming up. I would like you to take the exit on the left. So
when turning left at this slip lane, Pradeep does well and carries out all the necessary observations.
The next set of traffic lights, turn left.
Well done stopping at this stop sign. Correct lane choice for turning left. Also, Pradeep does a good left turn.
When possible, change to the left lane.
Pradeep does a good lane change to the left.
And then you can go left.
Good left turn.
Even if there are cars parked on the left, we still need to drive about 1 meter from the parked vehicles. Pradeep is driving too much to the middle, which is a non-critical driving error. At the crossroad coming up, you can follow the road.
Caution. Approaching high accident area.
Well done leaving enough space between our vehicle and parked vehicles. Also, Pradeep does well to reposition the car to the left after passing the parked vehicles. Pradeep does well to stop at this stop sign. And right at the end. Good right turn. At the end of the road, turn right. Again, Pradeep does a good right turn. And then turn left. Good left turn. Okay, you can go right at the traffic lights. Correct lane choice for turning right at the traffic lights. Also, Pradeep does a good right turn. We have just passed the speed limit of 50 km per hour and Pradeep is driving over the speed limit. This is a critical driving error. Just keep that speed down. Correct decision to stop when the traffic lights change to amber. So not this set of traffic lights, the one after that, turn right. So at the next set of traffic lights, turn right. Actually, it's the one after this one.
This one, right?
So not this one, the one after that. Yeah. Correct lane choice for turning right. Also, Pradeep does a good right turn. Coming up, Pradeep makes another critical driving error. We've just passed a sign which shows that the speed limit is 40 km per hour because of roadworks. Pradeep exceeds the speed limit. Did you see the 40 sign we just passed there?
Yeah.
Yes, so you need to obey that. The road markings and the sign shows that we can only turn right. Pradeep does not indicate, which is a non-critical driving error.
Here, Pradeep reacts very well and waited to see what this car on the left was doing before proceeding. Well done, recognizing that we can only turn left. So when you pass these traffic lights, the next ones turn left. So at the next traffic lights, turn left. Good lane choice for turning left. Also good observations when changing lanes. At the end of the road, turn right. Coming up, Pradeep makes a number of critical driving errors, and they actually caught me by surprise. First, when turning right at this intersection, Pradeep started to turn, but there is a car coming from the right and I had to brake. So turn right and then at the roundabout, continue straight. You have to wait until those cars go first. Just keep your foot on the brake for me, please. Yep. Next, after turning right, Pradeep ends up in the right lane. But for some reason, he suddenly changed to the left lane without carrying out any observations. Lastly, at this roundabout, because Pradeep is in the left lane, he actually has to stay in the left lane throughout. He started to drift into the right lane and I had to pull the steering wheel. Just keep left, yeah. When safe to do so, change to the right lane. After the roundabout, Pradeep makes another critical driving error. We've just passed a 40 km/h speed limit written on the road, and also there is a sign on the left. Pradeep exceeds the speed limit and I had to ask him to slow down. Set of traffic lights, go right. So turn right. Let's watch your speed. So remember, it's 40 on this road here. You have to keep it under until you pass the next sign. Correct lane choice for turning right. While driving on this multi-lane road, Pradeep is driving too close to the right hand side and the car is actually beeping because he's actually on the line. This is a non-critical driving error. Well done stopping when the traffic lights change to amber.
Okay, so when this lane splits, if you just want to stay in the left lane, so just stay in the left lane, yeah, and then go left.
Good left turn.
You can take the first road on your right.
Good right turn. Here also Pradeep makes a good left turn.
And then take the first road on your right.
Good right turn.
Okay, at the end of the road, go left.
When passing parked vehicles, Pradeep swerves to the right instead of smoothly moving towards the right. This is a non-critical driving error.
So once you pass this car, you just want to pull over on the side. So you can just pull over somewhere safe and convenient. Alright, the last thing that I'm going to ask you to do is to reverse the car in a straight line. So whenever you're ready, you can reverse in a straight line.
I asked Pradeep to reverse the car in a straight line. He does mostly well, but before he started, he forgets to do a shoulder check to the right. This is a non-critical driving error.
Alright, that will do. Move off when you're ready.
After finishing the maneuver, Pradeep moves off very well and carries out all the observations and also uses a correct indicator.
Go left, so take the road on your left.
Good left turn.
And turn right.
Good right turn.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Good reaction to this oncoming vehicle. Also, Pradeep leaves enough space between our vehicle and parked vehicles.
And so left at the end.
Good left turn.
So this intersection coming up, you can go left.
While doing this turn, Pradeep does not judge the turn properly and ends up with a third of the vehicle on the wrong side of the road. This is a non-critical driving error. Again here, Pradeep swerves when moving around this vehicle. Good speed management at the speed bump.
At the end of the road, so at the traffic lights, turn left.
Correct lane choice for turning left.
So when you turn left, can you please stay in the left lane? After you turn left. Yeah.
After turning left, Pradeep is driving very close to the middle lane, and I had to ask him to stay in his own lane. This is a critical driving error.
Stay in your lane. So at this traffic lights coming up, you can take the slip lane on the left.
Pradeep does well at this slip lane.
And then just stop on the side, sorry. Just pull over on the left. Didn't realize that car was there.
We've come to the end of this mock driving test, and it's now time for feedback.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, that is stop sign. Yeah, I didn't feel give way that vehicle.
Yeah. Anything else?
My road position may be sometimes
Yep.
yeah, going right.
Yep. Anything else? All right. So yeah, this one, it's a little bit. I feel like it's. I mean, maybe because you're not used to this car or something like that, or maybe obviously that was actually challenging. That was a bit of a challenging route that we went through. But you have the way you're controlling the vehicle. That's the biggest issue. Like, you have to try and practice how to go around, for example, parked cars. Like, we're going to go around the parked car, we are swerving. You just need a tiny bit of movement of the steering wheel to move around the car. You don't need to be going like this, because you're going and you're gonna go around the car. You going like that, and the car is swerving to the right a little bit too much. So you have to try and fix that.
When turning?
No, when overtaking a parked car. When you're overtaking. So if there's a car parked here, like this car here, and you're gonna go around it, you need to. You don't need to be going like. Let me show you. So the car is here, it's parked here, and you are coming. You don't need to be going like this. How much space are you supposed to leave?
1 meter.
Yeah.
I'm going
and
too
even
far.
Yeah. So you are going like you immediately swerving to the right hand side. You're not like smoothly coming out.
Yeah.
So you have to, the problem is not necessarily this the problem is also like the steering wheel, the way you're handling the steering wheel. When you are steering, sometimes you're putting your thumb inside the steering wheel, and then because of that, controlling the car is actually difficult if you have your thumb like locked all the way inside here, because you actually have your hands locked like this. So basically, vehicle control, when you're gonna go around the car, you going like this. So you have to try and fix it. The first big mistake was actually, so if that was actually an actual driving test, the examiner would have finished the test within about a minute or two. Because when we went up there, you turned left, and immediately, I don't know if did you assume that was two-way street, one-way street? Or you assume it was two ways? What do you think? What did you assume?
I want to keep left.
Yeah. So because you when you turned left, you immediately start driving. You took up the whole road. That's a two-way road. It's a bit narrow, yes, but it's actually two ways. Always assume that the road is two ways unless you see a sign. If there was a sign there which says one way, you can take up the whole road. But because there was no sign, that's actually a two-way street. And you could actually see there were vehicles parked on the other side of the road facing like this, which shows you that it's actually a two-way street. So if that was actually a driving test, the examiner would have terminated the test there because the car was actually on the wrong side of the road. You have to keep left. Yeah. So that's the first critical error of this one. So drive on the wrong side of the road. All right, I'm just gonna go through the critical ones first. When we were driving on that multi-lane road, it's a bit tricky. That actually used to be 60 before, but they've made it 50. So there was a sign there. If there was no sign, you can assume 60 because it's a multi-lane. But because there was a sign there, it's actually 50. It says 50 on the board. And the reason I marked this as a critical is because you saw the sign and then you didn't react quick enough. You have to react. If you stay at 52 for 3-5 seconds, the examiner failed. But if you, like, let's say you were a little bit over and you saw the 50 and immediately brought it down, usually the examiner, they may give you, they may let it go. But because you didn't react quick enough, when I told you to react, that's when you reacted. That's a critical error. And then we continued. We reached the traffic lights. We went right into that roadworks. So there was a roadworks there, and the sign says 40. And you say you saw it. But that's a mandatory speed limit. It's a mandatory speed limit. You have to obey it. Same as that roundabout, there was a lot of problems that happened there. Okay, so let me first go through the roundabout one actually. So I think you already know, like when I had to brake, the car that was coming, it was coming on the roundabout, and then you started to turn, so I had to brake because they're actually going straight. So that is a critical error for that one. And then you turned, so finally it was safe to turn, and you started turning, and you ended up in the right lane. Do you remember at the roundabout? The big roundabout? You turned right, and I say go straight. You ended up in the right lane, and for some reason, I don't know what happened, you immediately jumped back into the left lane. Do you remember that?
I remember. Even on the right lane, I can go straight, right?
Yes.
But I thought.
But then even if it wasn't allowed to go straight from the right lane, it's actually allowed. You can use both lanes to go straight. If you stay in the right lane, you have to stay in the right lane the whole time. If you stay in the left lane, you have to stay in the left lane the whole time. But the problem is,
Yeah.
When you got into the right lane, you changed lane, but you didn't look. You didn't look on the left.
Yeah.
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 So that is a critical error. Whenever you're changing lanes, you have to look. Nothing wrong with changing lanes, it's fine, but you can't change a lane without looking. Imagine if there was a car there.
Yeah.
Even me, I was shocked a little bit. I had to quickly look there to make sure it was safe. But you should have stayed in that right lane, and then you figure out where to go from there. Yeah. So don't change your minds like that. If you find yourself in that right lane, you can even go around the roundabout and then go straight, rather than changing lane suddenly without doing any observations. And then also with the multi-lane roundabout, maybe you might need to go back to that place, have a look before your driving test. When you are in that you are in the left lane, you have to stay left. Do you remember that roundabout? I had to grab the steering wheel because you were starting to drift into the right lane. That's why I had to pull you back to the left. Yeah, so the roundabout looks like this. It's a 3-exit roundabout. It's a big one. And you have done middle circle. The middle island is here, and so you just turned right. There's a stop sign here, so there are cars coming. This can go straight, this can go left, this can go right only, and then we are here. This can go both ways, both straight, but the lines for straight, they kind of go left a little bit, so maybe like this. So you turned right, you got here, immediately you jumped into the left lane, and then when you started to move, you were very close. You were still very close to that side.
Right
Instead of keeping, you have to keep left.
Yeah.
When you are in this left lane, you have to keep
I have
left.
to follow the left lane, huh?
Yes. You can't start drifting towards the right hand side. Yeah. So that's why it's a critical error, because we should have stayed left. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty much all the critical ones. The other one is multi-lane roads. So you are driving too close to the center, to the line on the right. You're driving too close to the right on multi-lane road. Yeah. And sometimes I had to actually tell you, hey, can you just keep left a little bit?
Yeah.
So you need to make sure you watch your road position. So in other words,
position is also a critical error, right?
Yes, because you kept doing it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I felt like it wasn't safe. So you need to make sure you watch your lane. You have to stay in your lane the whole time.
The previous one also, you told me that I tried to follow.
Okay.
You highlighted that also.
What happened last time?
No, when I trained with you.
I told you.
You told
okay. So those are the critical ones. Now the minor mistake is things like vehicle controls. So I've already told you about this. Swerves when going around parked vehicles. So we are suddenly going to the right instead of making it smooth. When you're overtaking, you shouldn't swerve.
I'm thinking I should be on the left side then when I see the vehicle, I try to.
So move around, yes, but don't swerve. Don't just suddenly
it should be smooth,
swerve.
right?
It has to be smooth. Road position does not keep as left as practically possible. So I've already talked about that. The U-turn at the crossroad. Your indicator was a little bit late. You need to indicate beforehand. Crossroad. And then this is after the roundabout. That road is actually 40. So we were doing 44. Left turn only. You remember the place where you go to the roadworks and the sign was saying actually it's not left, it's right. The sign is right. This is
no left, I think. Left only, yeah?
I think it's right because we are here. The roadworks, there was a roadworks. We went like this, so the sign is right. So it's right turn only. Yep. The issue there is you should indicate still. You should still use a right indicator. Even though the sign says right turn only, you have to indicate as well.
I have to indicate.
Yes. Yeah. So make sure you indicate. Left turn, wide, a third of the vehicle, a third of, I think they should say third of the car, a third of the car on the wrong side of the road. So when you're turning left, the turn, there's a line in the middle here. You turned, you have to make sure you keep towards the left. So the way you need to solve this is whenever you're doing a turn, look at the turn itself. Look into the turn before you turn. Yeah. Don't just start turning without looking, because sometimes it might be a little bit of a sharp turn, which is what happened there. But if you had looked on the left first, I think you'd have done it properly. But you were still looking too much here. You need to assess the turn as well to see, is it a wide road, is it sharp, so that you make your decision properly. Straight reverse, when I asked you to do a straight reverse, you did your observations, but you forgot this one. What's this one?
This soldier.
Shoulder check to where?
The reverse.
So look at this one. You need to do a head check to the right. Look over your right shoulder before you start.
Before start.
Yeah, because what you did was, okay, you were gonna do a reverse, and then you check the mirror like this, you check this one, you check this one, you checked at the back, but you see what you missed? This one. Yeah. We need to do that shoulder check, which is one of the most important here. So you should have gone shoulder check, mirror, and then you start looking behind like you were doing. So you just need to do a shoulder check. It's a minor mistake, but you need to remember to do it. Form 1 lane. Do you know what the Form 1 lane is?
Yeah, the 2 lanes form to 1 lane.
What are you supposed to do there?
When I'm going in the left lane, so I have to the soldier check and right indicator.
Do you know how many Form 1 lane we passed? Oh, we didn't pass anything? Two. But you didn't look.
Even when I going in
if you're on the
right lane?
Yeah. You have to do a shoulder check left.
And left indicator also, no?
No indicator. You just do check the left.
Want to check, right?
Yeah. Because what happens there is there could be a car on the left which is overtaking you, and if you don't look, you're not gonna see it. So it's a minor mistake. So this is, I think you did it about 2 times, so this is gonna be but if you repeat it too many times, obviously in the test, this can be a critical error. Do you have any questions with this, any of these things that I just explained?
No.
Okay. So you have some stuff to work on. So mainly you have to work on your speed and your road position. Those are the biggest thing. Your knee should be your best friend when you're trying to fix that problem, this road position problem. You need to use your left hand side knee. Should be in the middle of your lane. So what I mean by this is, if let's say this is a road, you are driving here, your left knee has to be in the middle. This one has to, you need to sit it in the middle. If your left knee, if it's here, you are too close to the right. If your left knee is maybe here, you are too close to the left. Yeah. So that's one of the tips I can give you. So look at the road itself, but also sometimes double check if your knee is in the middle of the lane. Yeah. And then once you fix that, you should be good. Anyway, that's yours.
Thank you very much. Please.